So welcome back to another Mitch Fits. Feels like it's been a few weeks since we've done one. Today we've got our Transit or T7 on the ramp. We're going to fit some sidebars to it. So these are what we call a trapezoid style sidebar. So they're not round that you see that look a bit like a scaffolding tube. These are a bit more of a slimline design, sit a little bit closer to the sills of the vehicle, so it allows a bit more ground clearance, as well as getting jacks under the vehicle. You're not going to have too many issues with clearance. As you can see, you get 4 brackets, you get a bag of fixings, and that's everything you're going to need to install these. So I've put the vehicle on the ramp just to make it a bit easier for the video. You can do this on the floor, probably put some blocks of wood under your wheels, just to get a bit more clearance if you are working on your floor. If you are on a ramp, use the sills. I know it's not the most favourable thing to be doing when they have jack pads behind, but use the sills because we do need to bolt into the jack pad on the front. So just for your clearances, just onto the sills like you would if you're doing an emergency repair on the side of the road. So the first step, we're just going to mention a bit of a disclaimer. These are labelled, the brackets are labelled incorrectly. Where it says front middle bracket, they're actually for the rear, and then your rear brackets are actually for the front. So yeah, make sure you get those the right way around, but obviously we're going to show you exactly how they all go. But that threw me to start with. The first step to install these is I've grabbed these T-bolts, and the idea is you pop them up into the hole like this, so it's just hanging there, and then you get a little plastic clear piece of acrylic or vinyl, whatever you want to call it, and it just sort of slots over like that, and that's now just to keep the bolt in place while you are in the assembly process. So I've got my bracket. You'll notice that the sort of chamfer faces towards the centre of the vehicle. That's going to go essentially sort of like that, obviously a little bit further over. So we're using this hole here and this hole here, which is part of the jack pad. So I've got my bracket, just going to pop it into the slot, like so. And then I'm going to grab some washers and some bolts. Little washer, spring washer, nut. Okay. Same again with this front one. Got your washer first, and then you got your spring washer, and then your 13mm nut. So I'm planning to leave these loose for now. I'm going to get it all bolted up both sides, and then I'll tighten everything down in one go. So I've got the rear bracket that was labelled as the front. That is going to go here, these 2 holes here. So the plan is we're going to fit those T-bolts, and that's going to locate up there. These little pieces of plastic do make it a lot easier to install. If you don't put them on, and they sit like that, as you put your panel up and start trying to do it up, you can lose your T-bolt in the shell. So it is quite a good idea to put these on. So again, small washer, small spring washer, and a nut, 13mm nut. So I've grabbed this bolt here. This is the one that's got essentially a captive end on it. Just slot it in before we go any further. That just locates like that. So I'm starting with the rear just because there's one fixing. Just it will be able to help me hold it up when we go to do the front. So I've got the small washer, the small spring washer, and our 13mm nut again. Again, everything's still a little bit loose, but I'm just going to manipulate it into place. Pop all of our bits on. And then this nut. That's now fixed in place. Again, it's still loose because we want to try and get it nicely adjusted while it's on the floor. We'll do the front and then we can move on to the other side. So once again, I've got a washer, a spring washer and a bolt, and I'm planning to put them through the front. So that's that side fixed but loose still. We're going to get this side, put all the brackets on, lower it down and then tighten it all on the floor just so we are lining it up nicely so it all looks good. So just down to access with the jack point and the sidebar being a bit in the way, I've just had to lower it down onto the floor so I can get the bolts in and then reposition the jack pad in a slightly different position. So it is actually going to be a lot easier to install these on the floor, just if you've had a standard ride height or you put it in the blocks, then that's probably the easiest way to do it. So that's the sidebar video now done. As you can see, they are fitted to the vehicle. Nice easy job when you aren't doing it on a ramp, it turns out. But obviously we thought we'd get it up in the air, show you, make it a bit easier so you knew which holes you were using. But yeah, off a ramp on blocks, easiest way to do it. Won't take long at all. These are available on the website now. We fitted the gloss black, we've also got a matte black version, and they're also available in long wheelbase and short wheelbase. So we've got a short wheelbase here. Like I say, this is the new Transit and the T7 that's coming out very, very soon. They are the same part. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.